welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. If you want to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or check out our website, we'd love to hear from you. As always, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Devin. I am the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan, playing Alton the Tiefling.
I am Brad, play Arden, the soon-to-be-dead wizard.
I'm Kayla. I play Kaiji, the Tabaxi.
I am Raphael Tortuga, the turtle shrew.
You are not.
Oh, sorry, I'm Austin.
Told you.
Every time someone's going to do it.
I'm Ben, I play Reyna, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah. I play Asar, the Fire Genasi.
And we also continue to have our guest here.
My name's Will. I'm playing Tristan.
Oh, and I guess I should mention I'm going by Dugan at the moment.
Perfect.
Forgot about that.
So, last session, we had the party decide they were going to scout out the Warden's Tower to see how best would what the best way to infiltrate this stronghold would be, so they could rescue Tristan. After getting a little bit of exploration done, really just the initial start of the plan, our wonderful shrew decided to introduce Arden, as the magnificent wizard he is, directly to the guards, threw a little sand in the air, had a little bit of a misfire, and then Arden was able to catch on to what was going on, did his little sparkle with the sand, and they somehow talked their way into an audience with Kraynik, the master of the tower here, the warden. And Kraynik has come down and said that he is interested in learning more about what Arden and his companions can do for him. So that's where we pick up. So he has just asked you this. He's just asked Arden, what is it that you can do for me, Master Wizard?
Kraynik the Great, we have heard of your, well, I don't know how to put it other than greatness. We have come to talk to you and to offer our services. Like it's been proclaimed over and over, I have some abilities that may benefit you, and I would like to see how we can help.
Indeed. So I understand that you know the arcane arts.
I am learning, and so far...
Do not be so humble, Master. Tell him of your exploits.
Yes, tell me. I would love to hear, Master Wizard.
Oh, come on.
He shot the bandit in the back and killed him. I saw that.
I kind of mutter under breath.
Sorry.
He can kill a giant scorpion, too.
I was able to protect us from...
Do you allow your slaves to speak for you often?
They are my
I am his manservant,
servant that...
master of the slave, or head of the slaves.
If you knew him for a moment, you would understand that no attempt of making him shut up has ever worked. It's easier just to let him have a little say and then it's over.
I see. You,
Unlike me, and I slap Alton.
He's a bit better.
I keep him sealed shut most of the time.
that is how it ought to be.
I do kind of like make it appear like I'm super cowed, and every time he hits me, I'm super hurt and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So frail, I don't really use physical type of
surely you could use your
adjustments.
magics to
Yes, of course.
cause torture.
I have never thought about it that way, but yes, I've used it in other ways, and your guard will be able to tell you in about 45 minutes.
I see. And what did you do to my god?
I just made him happy for a moment.
And he just kind of stares at you, and his face is very emotionless. It seems very, very composed. And he says, "First, get your slaves in check. Discipline is essential if you want to maintain control. Second, do not use your magics on my people while in this city again.
As you wish.
Thank you. And he then says, despite your poor abilities to control your entourage, I do find myself in need of someone who knows the arcane arts. So please, tell me what it is that you can do.
I feel like my skills have been overindulged. I can read and write. I can sense other magics. I can make acquaintances out of gods. Like I said, I'm still learning, but I feel like, what kind of services do you require? And I can see if I can facilitate.
Are you able to cause harm?
Of course.
Would you demonstrate on your slave here?
Sure. I just whack him with the... I'm not going to use magic. I'm just going to whack him with the quarterstaff.
Okay. So
Probably a little harder than I am thinking, but yeah, because he wouldn't shut up.
So, just for the sake of moving forward here, I'll say that you just hit him right in the shell. Nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Ow! Ow! Oh, in the place where my shell has been cracked from many beatings.
Silence!
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, can he have like a straight roll because I'm also playing it up?
No.
Oh, come on.
6.
No!
Okay. And he looks at you with just this glare.
That me?
Yes. And he says, I can see why you do not use physical force. Let me
Before he says
re-emphasize.
anything, I'm just gonna... Sorry, Shrew. I'm gonna use your Ray of Frost against him.
Okay. So as he's about to say that, you then cast this spell. It's
just a cantrip.
I know, you have to roll for it.
Yeah, it's to roll.
Go ahead and roll.
Basically. Hopefully your AC is, I think, pretty good, right?
AC is 19.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. It's gonna be a 14.
Okay.
As he does that, I withdraw onto my shell and make myself shake. And
Okay, sounds good. So he says,
Is this what you had more in mind?
it is indeed. However, I still have not been able to see whether you have the power to cause harm. Would you please cast this at your kitty friend here?
How far away is he from me?
Kraynik?
Yeah.
Probably like 20 feet.
Be Sherbu, not chaotic.
Oh boy.
Asa is going
I'm going
to...
to well, hold on. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go up to her and hopefully quietly cast mage armor on her
Okay.
without him seeing, and then basically, if I can, while I'm up against her, basically like just to make it look like I'm really trying to hurt her, do Ray of Frost right it up against her.
Okay. First, make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage for the mage armor.
It's another spell slot. Come on. Sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Mhm.
That's not good. 5.
Ooh.
Okay. So as you go to cast this, he says, Master Wizard, if that is what we can even call you, it would be in your best interest not to show mercy to your slaves.
Sorry, my customs are a little bit different than yours. I will try to learn from your greatness.
Indeed.
You have a 13 plus your dex for your AC.
Okay.
That might not help, but
It's only if you're not wearing armor, right?
yeah, if you're not wearing armor.
Yeah, I'm not wearing armor. I'm
Yeah,
wearing my
she
costume.
isn't. So 13 plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
And it's 8 hours, so
Okay.
That will be helpful later. Thank you.
yeah.
So he sees you cast this spell that obviously is not something to harm.
Well, I was gonna do Ray of Frost right after.
Okay.
But-
Go ahead and do that.
But it's like right up. It's a ranged spell right up against her, so I was hoping to be just past her ear or something. But we'll see, because it's disadvantage, right? For if I'm trying to hit.
In this case, if you
Close up.
guys can make it,
Okay, I'm
be
just.
something that just hits.
Oh, that's
If you're
true.
trying to just let it happen.
Do we just
I want to see it. Yeah, I don't know.
It's up to you guys.
I'm just gonna roll for it.
I'm not saying anything so
Oh,
that he
dang.
doesn't get more mad at you. But
Well, that's a 25.
good. I'm glad. Now
That's
roll
a
damage.
25. She's like, hit me.
So yeah, you want to show him.
I
your
can't.
skills.
Arden wants friends.
Kraynik just became way more cruel than I had prepared him to be. But this is fantastic.
I have to pull out my.
Are we just gonna kill him right here?
That's up to you guys.
Let's do it.
Wait, is this my D8? Oh yeah, I forget what a D8 looks like. Oh my gosh, max damage. It's 8.
That's a D10 actually that you
This one?
rolled. That's a D10.
Where's my D8?
Good.
Here, just borrow someone's D8.
There's D8.
Where is it? I don't have. I lost
It's
it.
fine. Just roll.
Okay. Anyway, okay, 3. That's
Okay.
better.
That is
I
better.
need to
You
find
take
my
three
D8.
three frost damage.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's just fine.
That is a
You
10.
can't change your HP because you're not
I'm
logged in.
not looking.
So he looks at you and he says,
So I play it up. I fall to the ground on my knees, yelling and hissing.
okay. And so as you cast this ray of frost, you see the cold energy just burst from his fingers and it hit you right in the arm around the elbow. And you just see kind of like almost like a slight frostbite there. And he looks at Arden and says, "That is better. Perhaps we can be of assistance to one another. I'm willing to pay, let's say, a sum of 200 turquoise stones. And that would be essentially 2,000 gold.
Oh. Wait, the stones are worth
10 gold apiece.
stuff? Oh.
So essentially, a turquoise is like a platinum.
Oh, wow. And I'm just handing them out. Yeah. Like, I kept the last batch just because I was like, so I've got 9 of them.
And
Wait, sorry, what was the cost of them? I just want to make sure.
10 gold pieces.
They're
per
10
stone.
per stone.
I'm willing to pay 200 turquoise stones for someone to assist me in a campaign that I am looking to begin. It could be an extended campaign, possibly, but I find myself in need of greater resources than I currently have. As you can see, I am constantly having to bring in food and building materials. I'm sure you noticed. But I would like to be a little bit more self-sufficient and build a kingdom of some sort, possibly. And I could use a wizard, even a mediocre one, to assist in that campaign. Are you interested in possibly striking a deal?
We came here to to do this very thing, I would say yes. I'm here to make a deal, and I will assist you any way that you... that sounds amicable.
Okay. Are you lying here, or are you being honest?
Oh, I'm lying through
Okay.
my teeth.
Make a deception check.
All right.
I mean, we did come here to make a deal, didn't we?
Well,
But
yeah. Just not to do what his bidding,
Yeah.
but to do... Yeah, it depends on what you're... Yeah.
just
Yes,
for my
that's
own math in my head, how many guards are in this room?
Right now there are 5.
Okay. Because there was at least 2, but... Whoa, that's not a good roll.
Plus him.
I was using the
Plus
wrong
him.
dice, too,
Would
this
you
whole
like
time.
a box? I can give you a box.
I think I can figure it out. So... 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, very good. We will talk of the arrangement later this evening as we discuss our plans. And of course, I hope you understand, I cannot fully trust you at this time. You know, we have just met, and you must certainly earn your place among my advisors, but if you prove yourself worthy, I assure you, you will receive your reward, and we can begin laying the plans for what we need to do. But for now, you may stay at the barracks here within the walls of my compound, and those of your servants and compatriots that are not of slave status may also stay. But you are to be limited to the compound. You cannot go to any of the other buildings, and you are free to travel about the city overall, the town rather, I should say. But please do not visit the slaves. Please, for the most part, stay to the thoroughfare.
I wouldn't want to. I am ready to be proved, and on any task that we are tasked with, I am hoping that we can get a little assistance from you if you had any slaves that need some backbreaking work that we can maybe take along in whatever quest you send us. I don't have a very big group here that could do those kind of things, so anybody...
Oh, you will not need your group for fighting. You will be among my soldiers.
So, soldiers not fighting, that doesn't
You
make
will
sense.
be among my army.
Yes.
You will not need any slaves with you. The slaves that are here are for the mine.
Okay.
They have enough back-breaking work, and we have to bring new ones in constantly.
So, what if we found you some more?
By all means, bring them. I will pay a bounty for each one.
But as of right now, we can't leave the compound, so that's
Oh,
fine.
you can leave the compound.
He was just saying that, stay out of the slave quarters of the town.
And then I whack
We've got
him.
them in.
He's not a slave.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just...
I see.
He doesn't know what he's supposed to do, so he's just like...
I dodge and do a little, slap upside the back of your head. Get your act together, man. So, Master Kraynik, we would like... I know that we are going to...
What is your name?
My name is Raina.
Thank you.
And we, as you said, we are going to stay in the barracks here for the day, for the night. And I would like, if possible, to not have to carry around our luggage, per se. Is it possible that we can make use of your dungeon, at least for the day, while we are about and put these...
If our slaves can't stay in the barracks, then where
They're
else?
not staying in the barracks. There's
Right. Why not stay in the dungeon?
Although I appreciate the idea of using it as a place for those inferior, there will be quarters provided outside of the compound for your slaves.
That is most generous.
Indeed, I am a generous man.
I have seen that.
Good. Do not forget it. Those who do their duty are rewarded favorably. But as far as the use of a dungeon for your equipment, I cannot provide that.
Well, it wasn't the equipment I was talking about. That's not the baggage we're carrying around.
I
with us.
misunderstood. I am sorry. Thank you for clarifying for me. You, again, your slaves will have to stay without the compound, but you and our master wizard here are more than welcome to stay at the barracks and train with my soldiers and prepare for when our generals decide to move.
Understood.
Let us find our quarters then.
Let's go.
It has been a pleasure.
It has been.
And take care. I am sure we will be in touch.
Look forward to it.
Indeed. And he speaks to one of the guards. He just whispers quietly, and they lead you out into the compound. And as you guys get to the barracks to get your places, the guard says, "Here is an advance, if you will," and he gives you 10 turquoise stones each.
Okay.
Just the two of you.
Just us two. Makes sense.
So, they show you the barracks. It's simple barracks, able to be housing for various guards and whatnot. But outside of that, nothing unique about it.
Is there anybody else there?
There's other guards. You probably see all together that this place, just a rough guesstimate, could probably house about anywhere between 100 to 200 people at a given time. And it's a large barracks and multiple stories. So
is there a place we can maybe privately talk?
not with everyone. Your slaves were not allowed in the barracks.
Right, but I
they're
mean,
waiting
just
for you outside, essentially.
Arden and Rainer, maybe?
Not really. It's pretty much all.
So are we outside the compound or outside the barracks?
You guys are outside the barracks.
Okay.
These two are inside the barracks.
Is that guard that Arden charmed earlier, is he kind of around us, one of the guards that because he was one of them that let us in. Would he have been one of those? That
So
followed
it's
us
not
out?
the one that led you in. It was a guard that was just in the throne room itself.
Okay.
That guard stayed there.
And I kind of, said that.
Yeah, I know. I was just, I was thinking we might have been able to make use of him. But no, I do turn to one of the guards there. I'm just like, and I ask him, so that dungeon you have there, do you have any other people in there in need of a beating? I am honestly tired of beating the same worthless piece of luggage day
I cower
after
a little
day.
more.
You're not in there.
You're not in there.
Oh, right,
I'm-
yeah.
I'm in a bit of a foul mood right now, and I need to take my anger out on something.
He's a lot better at it than I am. I need to work on it.
So he looks at you and he says, "Yeah, sometimes there's people that we can beat, but not necessarily at this moment. I mean, you'll have plenty of chances. I mean, we do watch over the city and have the opportunity to discipline many slaves."
Sorry, is there any watering... A place I can relieve myself? I have the sudden urge to visit that place.
You're looking for a chamber pot?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, just back this way. He points towards the back of the barracks.
Yeah, because it's just public, right? Okay, crap.
Literally.
He's going to go anyway because he needs...
Outside, I saw, because we're outside the barracks. I want to try to make my way towards the dungeon.
Okay. Before you do that,
Probably in.
I'm actually going to go to Alton here for a minute.
Okay.
Dugan.
Dugan, also known as Alton.
Really quick. So all four of us are together outside.
I think that went quite
Yes.
Is there anyone watching us?
There's plenty of guards around.
Okay.
Oh,
are
yeah.
they
Yeah, 'cause
are they
we're-
around or are they
You're being guarded.
watching us?
There's people who would. They're not necessarily watching you specifically, but they're
But
They're
who
watching.
would be suspicious? Okay.
not necessarily anyone at this point. I mean, you can make a perception check.
Don't
Just
be suspicious.
If we do things that are suspicious, there's people around that would get suspicious.
Possibly.
Okay.
So to turn to you, Alton, as you are sitting outside, really reflecting on how this plan has come to the point that it has, it seems almost like you've been somewhat conscripted as a group into an army, and
Some of us, at least.
some of you, well, and by nature of some of you being owned, so to speak, all of you, you see a familiar face approaching you, dressed as a guard this time. But this face you recognize from just a few weeks ago, where you first ended up in the Pumongo Oasis miraculously. And they approach you, and it is male, T'Chawi origin, and they say, it's good to see you again, my wonderful friend. I've been watching you closely, and this little experience here with Kraynik, I'm surprised you made it out alive. You're more valuable than I thought, more skilled than I thought. How's
Oh, I'm certainly skilled at keeping my mouth shut, I guess.
Indeed. How's your experience with your powers going?
What do you know of my powers?
So you actually recognize this face instantly.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't really put the two and two together.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see. I suppose we didn't leave that very clarified when we parted ways there. Your powers have come from me. You are mine. I will grant you more as you continue to hone your abilities, and when you're ready to get that amulet for me, I will let you know when I need it. But continue to work.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just a simple person with simple needs. Maybe not quite so simple in either case, but I'll perhaps tell you in time who I am.
Well, it's just hard to know who I'm working for if I don't even know your name.
Well, you don't really get much of a choice. I've granted these powers. You agreed to it, and we're in an accord.
Yes, but just to make it clear, I don't belong to you. I agreed to find this amulet for you. We struck a deal.
How have these powers tasted?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I believe I do know.
If you are powerful enough to really be the person to give me these powers, then I'm sure you do.
Indeed. Do you hunger for more?
I won't deny that I've been enjoying this new ability.
Well, I understand that you and your compatriots are looking for someone. Plan didn't quite go as according to the way I think it was intended to. Your turtle friend is quite funny.
Yeah, and
Entertaining might be a word.
Do we hear
There.
this going on?
You guys don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
So he's like talking to
just
himself.
hallucinating.
So, and he says, would you like me to give you some more?
If it can help me out of this bind, which I seem to always be in when you're around, I won't turn it down.
Very well. Mine indeed. And he says, he just kind of waves his hand over you. And as it passes over your tattoo, you see that the Yuan Ti there, its eyes turn jet black, and then flash crimson. And as it continues to pass through the stake, passing through the entirety of the Yuan Ti, also begins to develop what looks to be like faces of some sort along it that fade and come in and out, change constantly. And he says, this should grant you what you seek. Use them well.
Okay, well, I have no idea what that means, but I will
Let's
certainly
just
try.
say, if you want to change the way you look, you now have the power to do that at will. Yes. And if you want to see something that is not meant to be seen, is covered by darkness, if you will, even magical darkness, you should be able to penetrate that with your gaze now.
I'm going to try to make myself look like a guard then.
Okay.
We'll see if that works.
Sounds good. So
In front of all the guards.
Well, if assuming that I can kind of do it when there's no one necessarily looking.
Okay. So he says, I can make this easily enough, something that you can do without drawing attention. And as you cast that spell, you're able to turn yourself into a guard, a spitting image of what you're seeing around you. And he just says, mastered that one already, haven't you? Well, my dear friend, I will see you again soon. Keep working, and when you're ready, more importantly, when I'm ready for you to be ready, I'll come calling for that amulet.
All right, a deal's a deal. But if you keep showing up every time I'm in trouble, I'm going to start thinking it's you're the one who's causing it.
Very well could be. But it's all for
I might be less inclined
you
to
to
help.
grow. I completely understand. But I imagine you'll be interested enough in what I can grant as a boon that will not matter at that point. But we'll see. Time will tell. Perhaps we can become fast friends ourselves. I bid you good day. And he turns to walk away and vanishes right then and there. And it's almost as if you're sitting next to the other three. It's almost as if time had stopped. But you are in the guise of guard now.
Nice. Yeah, so look at the other three and just like,
I'll
yeah,
put-
do they see me as a guard?
So I do not notice he is a guard because I am busy telling Asar I am going to beat the living depths out of that man. I don't think he understands. If you're going to do something, you have to do it all the way. None of this, I'm going to shield you and then pretend to hit you. You either go in there, guns blazing, and kill the man, or you go in and you do what he says. There is no in between.
I completely agree. That was quite botched.
Quiet, slaves. No talking.
Who?
It's me.
It's
It's Alton.
magic.
I've got a new skill.
Okay.
I don't know. I just figured this out.
Okay, would you
I
like
can
to?
pretend to be a guard and you can maybe sneak over.
Well, great. Now that we know where the dungeons are, would you like to arrest us?
Well, We just got to figure out how to get us all there. Do we want to leave
I've got some
Raider
rope.
and Arden in the barracks?
Some rope.
I mean,
They were told specifically that they were not allowed in the dungeons. So if,
Well, no, we were told that we weren't allowed in the slave areas.
You were told not that you weren't allowed in the dungeons either.
Yeah.
Just had to like stick
Let's
to
just
the barracks
leave them. They'll be fine.
honestly, I'd kind of like to leave Arden for a little while at this moment.
Yeah, I agree. I could just do a quick walk by the dungeon though and see what I can see. I don't know if someone's going to be suspicious if I'm suddenly taking you three over there.
Yeah, take those two. I will inform Arden and Raina what you guys are doing. And I am Arden's manservant, and I shall be by his side.
do you really believe that?
No, it's my disguise. I am Raphael. I am the manservant.
You are so in character.
Well, it comes from reading too many books. I just love the story, and I put myself in the characters. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, if you two are good, then just the three of us going over there. I mean, it's only like what, 50 feet away, 100 feet away.
It's a fairly big compound, so I mean, getting over there, it'd probably be like about the size of a football field.
Okay.
So, but as
Yeah,
a guard,
I'll just make it look
be
like I'm
discreet.
escorting them over there and to walk them up. Okay.
Okay. So, we are going to end the session there. Thanks for listening.
We still don't have our
It
guest
has
in there.
been a pleasure performing with all of you and having you guys enjoy it. So, please visit us on social media and let us know what you think. Thanks.
You have been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.